from my observations in Saigon, I've noticed that women are really encouraged to be entrepreneurs and to be educated, and that's really exciting to see women regarded so highly in society. Which is why for lunch, I'm headed to Chow Am, a bistro located in the heart of District 1. You've probably seen a billboard of her somewhere in Vietnam. She's most notable for her beauty and for being the host of a very popular Vietnamese TV show, but under all that glamour is a very strong businesswoman who's always done it herself. So I'm really excited to have this lunch because your girl needs some female empowerment. Chào cô.
Hi, hello Selena. Hi everyone.
Thanks for having me at your beautiful restaurant.
You forgot to mention which Vietnamese production that I've been a host for. And
well, I try to keep it low key, you know.
Yeah, I have to say that I'm very proud to be working with Paris by Night for the past 25 years, and it's on that platform that I'm known by most Vietnamese around the world.
Okay, so yes, you're most known for being an MC of Paris by Night. But, you know, you've done so much more than that. I mean, this is your restaurant. You also own a makeup company.
No, I imported makeup and health and beauty products that they've given me exclusive distribution, but I actually don't own a makeup company.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've distributed it in Vietnam.
Yes, and all over the world where there are Vietnamese communities, Australia, Canada, Europe, Paris, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's rewind though.
Okay.
Before Paris by Night, before the beauty stores and the restaurant, what was your upbringing like? I know that you have a very cool family history.
Yes, well, my father, as everyone knows, is Nguyen, and he was the former Prime Minister of South Vietnam before 75. So our family came to America after 75, and actually, I think it was very fortunate for myself because I was too young to remember
living in the palace.
Yeah, the palace and the glamorous life or whatever that was. I came to America when I was 9. Okay. So I started in junior high school and going through high school like every other ordinary kid, going to work part-time at 15 and a half years old, serving food court in the mall.
Mm-hmm. Where was this? Is this in California?
In California, Orange County.
What high school did you go to?
Marina High School.
Marina? What? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Marina High School, and my first job was in Westminster Mall, serving
I used to go there all the time.
Food court, and then working my way up to being a salesperson at Macy. So, I think I grew up very much like any kid in Southern California.
Right. So despite having this history, you had a very normal
life,
childhood, having to work,
and always thinking that I have to work, working part-time jobs throughout college, and I never feel like I have someone or that I should rely or fall back on anybody.
Right. Yeah. And then from there, you went to law school, right?
I went to law school because that's a promise I made to my mom.
Okay. So was it your decision though?
No. As any Vietnamese mom, my mom is always, no matter what you do, you gotta finish school, but not just any school, law school. And yes, the food is here.
Actually, wait, I have had hot gà, but at a very small.
Not here. Not here, right?
No.
You gotta try this. And then so it was a promise I made to my mom because she said that as they came to America midlife, right? They didn't know much of the law of the way people live, so they feel they were at a disadvantage. So basically, every business they started, they failed. Just a lot of reasons. So she said that living in America, the worst thing someone can say to you is, "I'll sue you." That's like, it's worse than "I'll kill you" or whatever. I'll sue you. So she said, with knowledge of the law, I can protect myself in every area. I don't have to be a lawyer. And in hindsight, looking back,
that was probably really helpful.
Yeah, I think she was right. Even at that time, I was not happy. I told her that we made a bargain that if I go to law school and I get a law degree, you will stay out of my life. What career I chose, who I'll marry, who I'll date. So even if I don't practice law, it'll be okay.
Okay, well the food is here.
Try some food.
So what is this?
Okay, this is hủ tiếu cá. I mean, it's hủ tiếu. What's it? Rice. Is it rice noodle?
Yeah.
Fish rice noodle, and of course we use gan lang, which is a river fish, not an ocean fish, and it's very. These things radishes, but it's dry radishes that we have to import from another country, which I'm not gonna say which country because that would give away our secret. And you taste the broth, and it's very, very sweet.
Taste the broth.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so good.
I like it much better than pho. And here we call this bánh xèo Vietnamese, which is like an omelet. Usually it's served inside with bean sprouts, shrimp, and pork. But at Chao Em, you can do a vegetarian version because I'm a vegetarian. I mean, 6 days a week I'm a vegetarian. So one day I get to eat fish.
And then on your day that you're not a vegetarian, what's like your splurge meal?
This rice noodle with
cá?
fish, hủ tiếu cá, or anything fish. I would also do, sushi and stuff like that. Well, I think Vietnamese foods are among the healthiest food in the world.
That's true. It's all the herbs, and when I eat Vietnamese food, I never feel like disgusting. You know?
They say that you don't need to go to a pharmacy, just open your fridge, and that's your number one pharmacist there first before anything else.
So from this journey from an MC to a businesswoman, was there any discrimination you faced as a woman? Like, were there times where you weren't taken seriously, for the way you look or for who you are?
Actually, those times were not as a businesswoman, but as an attorney, believe it or not. And the quote-unquote discrimination that I felt came from the Vietnamese community.
Really?
Because there is a sense that as an attorney, if you are a white male, you're somehow better. They feel more secure than if you're an Asian female. Even though I, graduated top of my class and passed the bar the first time, which, California and New York bar are the hardest
That's
in the
so
country.
difficult,
Right,
yeah.
right. So, but there's still the sense that, so in my law firm at the time when I was still practicing, I actually had to have a white person be part of the team or just in counsel, so I could have his picture when I advertise.
But in actuality, you were the one doing the work.
Yeah, doing the work. He's just the name and the picture on it.
That must have been really frustrating.
But people come in and they say, "Oh, is there an American attorney here?" And I said, "Yes," and they feel more confident. So, go figure that out.
But around what time is this? And have you seen that it's changed maybe a little bit, or?
I've been out of the law industry for so long that I don't know how it is in the Vietnamese community, but certainly I've had a lot of my friends who are Vietnamese attorneys who made it really big in the mainstream market.
Everything is so colorful and smells so good. Can you tell me what these dishes are?
Real fast. This is bún chả, but except we call it bún chả Obama because we always have bún chả, which is a kind of charcoal broiled pork. Marinated in Vietnamese fish sauce. You eat it with the noodle and of course a lot of fresh vegetable. So the last time President Obama was over here, he loved it when he had it in Hanoi. So we named it Obama Bún Chả.
I think the country should just rename it Obama.
And this is crispy flat rice noodle. Vietnamese we call phở áp chảo. So it's pan-fried, very crispy flat rice noodles with sauce and of course with beef and vegetable. Here we have a chicken hot pot rice. So they made it with bamboo and it's very crispy underneath and it's from the central highland of Vietnam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have north.
It's very authentic.
Central, is this south?
I think this is everywhere. I think this is everywhere. But anyway, so all very fresh, some of the signature dish. Yeah.
So I want to ask, how do you manage all of this? Not just the food, but your family and the business and all these. There's so much stress that comes along with each endeavor. How do you balance all of that?
I guess it stemmed from Buddhist philosophy that we only go through this life very short, and everything is temporary to me. And because I believe in reincarnation, this is not our only life here. So while I'm down here, I almost feel like we're in a simulator and we're putting on this game and that game. And whenever you get sick or you get too stressed out, well, you turn off the simulator and boom, you're back out of it. So therefore, I'm actually quite fearless in everything I do, meaning it's okay to fail. You know, if you try your best, it's okay to fail. And then also at a very young age, having, I had this little fight with my mom where she says, us Asian parents sometimes do, you don't agree with me, leave, so I actually left. And I remember I was only 21 then, I had $400 in my bank and I left. So for the longest time, I struggled on my own with very little money. At that time, I was going vegetarian, not because it's cool, but because I couldn't afford meat,
Yeah.
But once more food? Đồ ăn của bên này hả đâu? Oh my god, more food, come on.
Ăn đồ ăn.
Wow.
So we also have seafood.
Seafood salad. Yeah, marinated salad, yes.
Wow.
So
The presentation is beautiful.
Thank you.
Right, but going back
Okay.
to being fearless.
So once you've lost everything, for me, my standard is very low. If I'm confident that I can put food in my stomach, 2 meals a day, if I'm confident that I can put a roof over my head, whether it's sharing a room with someone for $300 or $400 a month, if I know I can have transportation, which means I can take the bus, I can walk, I can bike, then how much do I really need to live each month? If I total everything down and I said for myself and even for my kids, if I feel that I can survive at the minimum level, then I'm okay. Then
Right.
everything else is let's try. I've heard someone told me this and I always remember, I think it's a great saying. They say the right goal or the right dream or the right something you want to do should scare you a little bit but excite you a lot. Because you only grow in the space where it's a little bit scary. If you've been doing something all your life, whatever it is, bank teller, whatever, but if you go to work every day and you think, oh, I can just close my eyes and do that job, 8 hours,
I would just fall asleep.
and I come home, what is there? I mean, life is too short. I really believe you're in this life to experience, to feel, to see as much as you can. And therefore, that's why I do a lot of things, because for me it's not about successful, it's about the experience of doing it, the learning, the excitement from doing something really small and seeing how it grows. And it's not the money. And I think that once you do something because you're passionate about it, money will come as a reward because you get good at it, right?
Right.
But don't put money as the end goal itself, because then things get very boring. Or even take that money to make a difference in someone's life or to do something that has meaningful. You remember, nobody at their deathbed would remember
The Chanel purse.
the Chanel, the Louis Vuitton, the Hermes purse, or whatever.
Yeah.
But they would remember moments that you share with someone you love, your friends. You're doing something fun, a food that you eat. I think so.
Well, I'm glad I got to share this moment for you.
Yes.
This honestly,
Something we'll remember on our deathbed.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time on